In today's video, I will show you how eating locally and seasonally can help you transform your relationship with food, take care of your body, and realign yourself with nature's rhythm one bite at a time. It's a comprehensive guide with practical tips to seamlessly integrate local and seasonal eating into your everyday life. We will discover how this approach can help you boost your health, simplify meal planning, and make you enjoy fresh and healthy foods, all while making a positive impact in the world. So let's dive in. Hello my beautiful souls, and welcome back to the Wisteria Fairy. If you're new here, my name is Anne and I'm all about turning life into a beautiful fairy tale by taking care of the body, mind and soul with a holistic and balanced approach. If you're a fellow romantic dreamer and gentle soul, I invite you to subscribe to this channel to get more inspiration on cultivating this art of living, turn on the notification bell to not miss a new video, and to give a like to this video to let me know if you find it helpful. Alright, so before diving into all the how-tos, let's start with the basics. To really understand what are the actual benefits of eating locally and seasonally. Because in order for new habits to stick, we need to have a strong why, to understand why we are doing certain new things into our lives. So after reflecting on this question myself, I've pinned down 7 benefits of eating locally and seasonally. Number 1, it's more nutritious. You may wonder if eating locally and seasonally is healthier, and the answer is yes. Did you know that fruits and vegetables actually lose their nutritional content very fast after harvesting? Within only 3 days after harvest, most produce loses between 30 and 50% of their nutrients. So by choosing local and seasonal foods, you shorten the time between harvest and consumption, so you have a higher chance to get more nutrients for the foods that you're eating. And here is another important thing to understand. If, say, a food from the other end of the world is harvested at peak ripeness and is very nice, given the length of the transportation process, that produce would have the time to ripen to the point of being spoiled, making it less aesthetically attractive and therefore being harder to sell for the sellers. Which is why, for economic reasons, merchants tend to buy their imported goods that has been picked before reaching maturity. However, when a food is picked before reaching maturity, it has not yet reached its nutritional potential yet. Number 2, better seasonal adaptation. Okay, in my opinion, this is by far the most mind-blowing advantage to eating locally and seasonally. And that one I've learned in naturopathy school a few years ago. So local and seasonal food provides exactly the nutrients that our body needs at different times of year to physiologically adapt to the weather of the given season. Because as you know, certain plants tend to adapt better to certain weather conditions and to certain climates in order to thrive in it. So those plants thrive or resist to the season by many biological and chemical reactions, which in turn, when we eat those plants, we absorb the same nutrients that has helped them to adapt to their environment, and therefore helping our body to get more resistant and better adapt to the same weather. Nature is just genius. So for example, winter vegetables tend to be higher in vitamin C, helping to boost our immune system when we need it the most. And also you will notice that in the summertime, the fruits and vegetables that are available at that time tend to have a higher water component to them, helping us to keep well hydrated when we tend to lose more water, much more than any other time of the year. Number 3, much better taste. Let me tell you, local and seasonal foods just taste better. Have you ever tasted a fresh imported strawberry in the middle of winter? And now compare that to a fresh strawberry that is local and seasonal to you. How much better does it taste? Also, fun fact, I grew up on a French tropical island and my parents had mangoes in their garden which tasted really delicious. And when I arrived here in Canada, the first time I tasted a mango from the supermarket, it just tasted horrendous. And I think like for imported tropical fruits, bananas are okay, but my goodness, mangoes are a big no-no for me here. And also, the same is true for the other way around. So back when I lived there were plenty of tropical fruits that were growing, but I wanted so bad to have a taste of the very nice fruits like berries that we can find in continental France. I really wanted to taste strawberries and raspberries, which were not available where I lived. And the one time I found it at the grocery store, which was imported from France, they were not that great. So I thought the strawberries tasted really bad until I arrived in the northern hemisphere and tasted strawberries that are local and seasonal here in the summer, and they are just chef's kiss. So when a fresh produce is harvested at peak ripeness locally and seasonally, it has much more flavor to it. Number 4, it's cost effective. Seasonal food are generally cheaper than out of season ones. When a fruit or vegetable is in abundance, prices tend to drop due to lower storage and the transportation costs. And also, the rarer a product, the higher the costs. And in contrast, when the market is overflowing with plenty of the same products, merchants are much more competitive and they tend to lower the price slightly in order to get more sales. Number 5, environmental benefits. Eating locally and seasonally also offers many environmental benefits. Locally sourced foods travel shorter distances to get to us, from the farm to the table, which significantly reduces the carbon footprint associated with transportation. Also, seasonal eating aligns with natural growing cycles, which often means fewer resources are required for production. For example, out-of-season produce typically needs more energy-intensive methods, like heated greenhouses. Number 6, it supports the local economy. Another advantage of buying local and seasonal produce is that it directly supports your local economy. So when you purchase from local farmers markets, you ensure that a larger portion of your money goes directly to the people who grew your foods, and you cut the middlemen or the large corporations. Number 7, diverse diets. One of the things that I love the most about local and seasonal eating is that I enjoy to a whole new level the fruits and vegetables that are available at each given season. When we have access to something for a very limited amount of time, it creates a genuine excitement for it, as well as true appreciation for what we are eating. And it grounds me in the present moment to enjoy something while it lasts. Seasonal eating also encourages dietary variety, introducing a wide range of fruits and vegetables, and therefore more micronutrients such as vitamins and minerals. This is particularly good for your gut health and also just for your overall well-being. So the kind of food that I eat in the summer is completely different from what I tend to eat in the winter. And it also offers me a whole range of culinary experiences. And you can never get bored as you get to eat certain things just for a little while. A quick pause here to let you know that I actually have a little gift for you that you can find down in the description below. It will help you on your wellness journey and I hope you appreciate it. So don't forget to grab it before you go. Now that we have a better understanding of the benefits of eating locally and seasonally, let's see how to do it concretely. Number 1, visit your local farmers markets. Exploring local farmers markets is one of the best ways to find the freshest local produce. Also, many local farmers markets now offer delivery services, when you can have, for example, a weekly delivery option, making it even more convenient to access fresh and seasonal local foods. Alternatively, check the at-home delivery of your local food co-ops, for example, which is by far my favorite way to shop for local and seasonal foods. I have no words to describe to you how life-changing this has been for me. Here where I live, I use Lufa Farms, which deliver weekly fresh local and seasonal foods right at my doorstep, allowing us to enjoy the benefits of local and seasonal foods with really minimal efforts. How to shop locally and seasonally at your grocery store. Now, not everyone, of course, has access to a nice farmer's market or to a at-home delivery from the farmer's market or a food co-op. But it's okay, do not lose hope. It's absolutely doable for you to find those produce at your local grocery store and even at the supermarket. So the easiest way is to seek out signs that showcase locally sourced products products. Alternatively, you can also look out for the origin of the produce on the labels. Often, grocers transparently labels the country or province or state or region of origin of those products. So if the product is grown locally, it's more than likely that it's seasonal as well. Now, if you want to be certain that something is actually in season, you may want to have a good idea of what grows and when. Which brings us to the next point: use a seasonal produce calendar. A super handy thing that you can do is to keep a calendar that lists the fruits and vegetables for each season in your local area. Having a seasonal produce calendar at your fingertips can completely revolutionize the way you plan for your shopping and for your meals. You could also do a quick Google search with seasonal food calendar, insert your country, and browse through a couple of websites to find what you're actually looking for. If you like aesthetically pleasing things, you can also invest in a nice looking calendar. For instance, you can find many of them on Etsy using the same keywords in your search as I mentioned earlier. In my blog post linked down below, I've linked for you a few resources to find what's in season near you. The next tip is to create your own collection of seasonal recipes. The best way to eat seasonally is to cook from scratch using seasonal ingredients. A good tip to make that easier for you is to gather and save recipes that focus on seasonal ingredients. By building a personal repertoire of seasonal recipes, you can seamlessly adapt your meals to the seasons. Also, having a well-rounded list of your favorite seasonal recipes will save you so much time and mental space, making your life so much more easier. I personally love to collect nice-looking dish ideas on Pinterest that I then organize into seasonal boards. That way you can easily and visually have an array of fresh ideas to try in the kitchen when the season comes. You can also collect ideas from all sorts of places, saving interesting recipes on a folder on Instagram or saving them in a playlist on YouTube, or you can use seasonal eating cookbooks or even family recipes. Another good practice is to adapt your favorites or most common dishes to the flavors of the seasons by simply swapping the produce that you use in them. For example, you can do that very easily with a pasta dish, or lasagnas, or quiches, Buddha bowls, and so on and so forth. Another tip is to grow your own food. Consider growing your own food even if you don't have a garden. You can always use a windowsill or your small balcony, even just for your herbs or for a couple of tomatoes. Even that can be so gratifying. So if space and desire allow, then try to grow your own produce. That way, the level of freshness of your produce will simply be unbeatable. Eating locally and seasonally brings a multitude of benefits for your health, your palate, your local community, and the environment. So I encourage you to start incorporating this practice into your daily life. By making these small changes, you can enjoy a healthier but truly enchanting lifestyle, realigning your body, mind, and soul with the pace of nature. And again, don't leave without grabbing your little gift that's linked down in the description below. I'm sure it would be really helpful for you on your wellness journey. So I hope this video was helpful to you. Thank you for watching, and I see you in the next video. Bye!